Okay, guys, it's time for Wine, Music, and Games, episode 60. We made it to the big 6-0. Woo! And Happy New Year. I hope your new year has started off well. 2022 has got to look brighter than the last couple of years, right? All right. And to celebrate, of course, we've got a great wine from a local winery that we love, a awesome alternative mix, an alternative version of an album that is classic, and a great game that was republished just recently, another one like last week that we had to pull off the shelf and talk about again. So stay tuned. So how you doing, Honey Bunch?
I'm doing good. How are you?
You look great. I love that. That's
Okay,
a cool
thank
sweater.
you.
Woohoo. All right. It's cold out here, guys. So,
Yeah.
you know, she's staying warm. Remember to subscribe, hit the bell so that you can be notified of our weekly videos that we've got that drop every Tuesday, where we talk about a little bit of wine, a little bit of games, a little bit of music, all of it. So hopefully you can get a taste. And regardless of what your pleasures are, these are 3 of ours, and I hope you're enjoying these videos. Remember, you can sponsor us on patreon.com/Garrett's Games. So, what do we got for wine, babe?
Well, we have a beautiful Cabernet Franc from Ironstone Vineyards. This is the most beautiful winery in Calaveras County.
Yeah.
And it's one that tends to have a lot of reasonably priced wines, so it's very approachable wines. Yeah. But they also have an upper level, like a Reserva level. So this is one of those, and this one is really good.
Really good, yes, exactly.
Yeah, we like it. And of course, the Cab Franc is a very beautiful wine to drink. It's the color.
Very deep, dark.
The color is very beautiful. The flavors are very rich. Lots of different kind of berries and wood, and it's delicious.
It's great.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend this wine.
Yeah.
I think it's about 35 or something like that. Yeah. But it's worth it.
Definitely. Yeah. Great stuff from Ironstone. Ironstone is not only one of the most beautiful wineries, it is, they have events and they have actually concerts. Yeah. And so it's kind of a cool place to go see concerts up in Calaveras County as well. So Ironstone, big thumbs up for them. The music this week is the other album that I got for Record Store Day Black Friday. And I think this is the last one that they're doing in this. Fleetwood Mac has been putting out alternative versions of their classic albums from their classic lineup. So there was one for Tango in the Night. There was one for the self-titled album that came out right before the one for then Rumors, okay? So here is the live album, which is right between Rumors. I believe this is Tusk era. Yeah, because Tusk is on here. So, you know, they had a live album that was from this same tour, and now these are different songs and different takes of things that were off that tour. So it's really cool. I mean, it's a 2-album set, and, you know, we like Fleetwood Mac.
Yes, of course.
They're really great stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know,
it's fun to hear the alternative versions.
It is fun to hear the alternative versions, ones that we haven't heard or that you could only hear on bootlegs before and stuff like that. So to get an official release like this with really good sound quality and such is very cool. And, you know, Gold Dust Woman, awesome stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Fleetwood Mac, great things. Okay, and the game this week, let me move all these things that I've put on them here, is one, again, that was republished. This is Egizia, originally published from Rio Grande Games, and that has been republished from Stronghold Games recently. Hans Gluck also was an original publisher, 2 to 4 players. This is a gamer's game. It's a fairly heavy game. It is a game of card drafting and action choice as you send your boats down the river, the Nile, placing you. The big key is that there are a bunch of cards that are placed out and so on that you're drafting, or you're improving the abilities of your workers and so on. But you can never go back upstream on the Nile. So if you are looking at a card that's really, really good, that's, you know, halfway down the Nile, well, you could wait and hope that somebody else, like Shelley always does, doesn't get it. Or you have to jump down there, and then you can't go back to those things that maybe weren't the perfect card, but are things that you needed to do too. So Egizia is really cool. You have You have to collect stones, you have to feed your workers, and then as you do actions in building various monuments as the second half of each round, you have to use the stones and the workers' ability, and they have to work in conjunction. So you have these two things that have to go up and down to be able to do the actions and score the points in the game. So it's kind of a cool, mechanism where you have to be balancing those two things, right?
There's a lot of cards that you get to try to, maybe it says you need to...
End game scoring cards.
Yeah, end game scoring cards, which maybe says you need to put your pieces into the pyramid or the obelisk, or maybe you have to go along the graveyard or gravestones.
The graves, yes. Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you need to... have your workers at certain values to do certain work.
Right.
But every time you do work, your
workers don't slide down; they flip.
Yeah, they flip
which is
over,
cool.
And then your stones. You need to have a certain amount of stones too every time you're going to do the work too.
Exactly.
So it's a really good game.
Yeah. So again, Egizia. This is from an Italian design group that is known as Accittocca, and so it's about 4 or 5 different designers who have gone on to do things as well. So you can take a look at that. Yeah. But Egizia, originally from Rio Grande Games and now published by Stronghold Games as well. All right, what do we got for our wine, babe?
Well, we've got a beautiful Cabernet Franc from Ironstone Vineyards.
Yeah, this is what I mean, even though we drank, this was a 2019. It was great right out of the bottle now.
My gosh.
But certainly any of their reserves could be laid down and we could have held on to this.
Yeah,
but
we probably should have, but we have one left, but I don't think we're going to hold that down either because we'll probably want to drink it.
We probably will, exactly. Fleetwood Mac's, I saved the hype stickers. Fleetwood Mac's alternative live album just came out at Record Store Day Black Friday. And Egizia, originally from Rio Grande Games and Hans & Gluck, and now out from Stronghold Games from Accittocca, the Italian design group. Check it out. All right, that'll do it for this week. We hope your new year has started well. Remember, you can sponsor the podcast and our video series on patreon.com/Garrett'sGames, and we certainly hope you have an amazing week. Take care. Bye.
Bye.